Support for the show comes from Amazon Prime. You might think of Prime as only a way to get fast, free delivery, or maybe as the place to stream movies, shows, and sports. But it's actually way more than that. Maybe you've got a passion or a hobby. Prime can help you get the most out of it. Whether you're streaming documentaries on marine animals, ordering action figure stands with free one-day delivery, or finding the perfect playlist to impress that special someone, Prime makes it easier and faster to do what you love. Whatever you're into, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into. 5 hours and 40-something minutes on the biggest stages. Like, to just put this into context, and since it's on TNT and they're coming off of having done basketball for a long time, and this isn't, to say one thing doesn't mean you're throwing shade at someone else. I'm celebrating and applauding one set of athletes. An NBA game is 48 minutes played in air conditioning where you have teammates, halftime, timeouts, the whole thing, communication. I think tennis players are the best athletes in the world. And it's the more I watch it, the more I think it. Tell me why I'm wrong.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong, because I think when you pull all the elements together of what makes up a great athlete, and Sean and I were talking about this the other day, it's like, it's not just who can jump the highest or run the fastest or, who is clutch. It's everything all at once. And to think about all the other sports that are in their own right so incredible and filled with these amazing athletes, a lot of them have support, right? You don't have to be the tallest, fastest, strongest, smartest at every moment and think on your own and be isolated on an island and battling your own demons and have no one to confide in all those moments more than you do in tennis. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, 5 hours and 40 minutes of just pure isolation and focus. I don't think there's anything else like it, The only other sport I can think of that is as grueling timing wise and can go on and on and on, that seems endless sometimes, is like NASCAR racing. And it's completely different, right? It's, they still have a team and they're still relying on each other, and it's a machine. Like it's the most incredible thing. I've never watched a sporting event like what we witnessed today.
Yeah, it's just I don't feel like you can have a skill that's way better, but it doesn't allow you to just silo off those skills to be effective. Does that make sense? Like an offensive lineman, and obviously, I know we're going to get the comments, you're not getting hit in the head. I understand the hard parts of a lot of sports, but I could have, in a team sport, I would have been able to almost isolate my skill set where I didn't have to hit backhands, right? Or I didn't have to play for 5 hours if that wasn't my strength. Or, and the list goes on and on and on. You have to be strong, fast, mentally resilient. You have to be able to basically do sprint intervals while also using hand. It's the most complete examination of an athlete that I can think of. And it's weird when you're in it and doing it. I don't know that I gave the credit for, I knew it was hard. I knew people were amazing. It's just gone further. And I think tennis is having this moment of, we used to get viewed as like, oh, you're soft, like country club sport. I don't know that narrative exists. I don't know how you can watch what happened today and not say the athleticism on display is otherworldly. And that's before we get to the isolating factors. That's before we get to, oh, they're playing on this type of surface right now. And then in 3 weeks, they're going to be playing another one of the biggest tournaments on something that's completely different. And we have to adapt. We don't have a training camp. It's like has to be done pretty quickly. And then you have to do that 14 times during the year. I hear a lot of about the NFL, and they're like, oh, well, they got that West Coast time change. And I'm going, dude, try Memphis on a Friday and Dubai on a Monday. I don't want to hear about Los Angeles. And it's just, I say this because I'm happy with the reaction and the respect that tennis is deservedly getting in this moment. And it feels like a downhill snowball right now, with respect, as it should be. And it's just like you have these guys on the heels of the other three guys, and it's like, how spoiled are we in the best possible way? You have Coco coming through. I mean, it's just TNT just hit the mother load with what happened this tournament. Like, I don't know that you could make anything better for them. It's great. And that means there's going to be more investment in the sport, and the sport's going to grow, and we're all going to fight about how it should grow, but it's growing.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, when I watch this, I think this is like Carlos's Tom Brady versus the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl game, right? Like 28-3 in this comeback. I mean, you're watching 3 championship point opportunities, and it wasn't that Yannick didn't close it. It was that Carlos kept fighting to win it. I was looking at the stat lines, and if I was to tell you, the player that had the most aces, 0 double faults, the most first win serve percentage, the best first win serve percentage, and one had the most total points won. If I was to read that stat line to you, you'd be like, oh, that person probably won.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
Yeah. That can happen.
That's just how close it was.
Who I think won more points than he lost one time in a slam final and lost. Like, that's just the way it is. It's such, and so that's another thing. Like, that's a good point. Like, let's throw that in. How great do you have to be situationally all the time in tennis?
It's crazy.
Like, you have to reset. You have to lie to yourself. Oh, I lost the first set. Mentally, let's turn it around quickly. Like, it's just like, imagine Carlos being down, playing this cyborg of a human in center. And I mean that in the most complimentary way, where the guy plays tennis like a robot. He's that good, where he just can execute the way he does. Down 2 sets in a break. And like, all right, I know I'm at least 3 hours away from this win, and so much pain, and just to do it, but you have to do it like 30 seconds at a time. You can't skip anything. You can't skip steps. You can't say, okay, we're just going to throw the ball 50 yards downfield and try to get a score in, 30 seconds. Like, you can't do that. You can't score quickly. You can't. The scoreboard is a scoreboard is a scoreboard. Like, you can't take shortcuts. You have to pay the bill physically. Yeah, it's just like, situationally, you just have to be so perfect all the time. It's just amazing. I'm just in awe. Like, I just kudos to these champions. Support for the show comes from Amazon Prime. Prime is more than just fast, free delivery. It's your go-to for streaming music, movies, and sports. Plus, it's also a great way to connect with the things you love. Into skiing? Stream ski films on Prime Video even when the slopes are bare. Love fishing? You can get new gear delivered fast and be back by the water in no time. Planning your next big trip? Prime helps you get everything you need faster than you can write your out-of-office email. Whatever you're into, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into.